Hi everybody, how you doing? My name is Robin and this is my eclectic nest. This is where we talk a little bit about everything. Happy Mother's Day. I'm up here in the northeast of our beautiful continent US, and most beautiful day that I could. Had lunch with my mom today and with my own children. It was pretty nice. Um so yeah, I would like to do a reading for you today. I got my astrology cards with the planets and houses and some asteroids just for a little spice. Uh, okay, so let's get going. Uh, Before we go, I'm going to say a little prayer for protection for us, and it's just Mother and Father, just thank you um, for this beautiful day and for all the love that surrounds us. And I just ask for protection from our enemies and just return any evil or any bad intentions back to sender a thousandfold and let them know why. And I just pray that people hear what they want to know, or pray to hear what they need to hear and not what they want to know. And so mute it be. Okay, so uh, yeah. Let's see what comes out here. We got Mars, who's still in Cancer right now. So if you've been doing a lot of work around the house, that's very possible. Some movement in your emotions, maybe feeling a little more aggressive than usual, uh, depending on what house it is in. Maybe you're feeling a little frisky, huh? Maybe. Uh, Yeah, Mars is the god of war. He's about how we move in this world. So that's why, maybe if you're trying to get things done, um, or movement, it because it is in Cancer and a water sign, um, things might be a little slow, or it's like if you're moving, um, maybe your emotions are making you move. It's like I said, it's the god of war. It represents young men. It represents the warrior. It rules Aries, which is the I am. And we have Chiron. So it looks like somebody has, Chiron's the wounded healer here. It looks like somebody uh, has caused pain to themselves somehow, by the way that they are moving. It is counterintuitive to what I just said. The I am, the I am is our spell. I am defines us. It's how we speak of ourselves. So make sure your I ams are, nothing but from the light and love and compassion and grace from yourself. Chiron, for those that don't know, is, like I said, the wounded healer. He was able to heal everybody else but himself. Um, Chiron shows, where our injury is. So, like if it's in the fourth house, the injury occurred at home. Mother issues. If it is in the fifth house, your injuries would be around friends, romance, gambling. Maybe you have a gambling, I'm speaking to somebody that has a gambling problem. Um, let's see, maybe we can get a house out. What else is there? Oh, first house. Unbelievable. The house, it's the house of Aries, which rules by Mars. This is somebody here um, that in the seventh house, which is the polarity of the first house, um, Do you see how it's highlighted? It's the opposite of. Remember, think of it as the axle on a car. Okay, right, left. Um, this is about how you move in relationship. Okay, so you might be a little, Mars is also the masculine sexual energy. The opposite of that is Venus. Any of you that are older might remember that book, Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus, right? And Mars is also the forger, anything metalwork. So to me, like I said, this is somebody that has been hurt. They don't have a great sense of their I ams, especially when it comes to relationships. Um, it's you move wounded, almost like a limp, an energetic limp. I mean, you might have an actual limp, but this is like an energetic limp. And the thing is by the time Chiron comes around, um, we have a Chiron return. Like my Chiron return was about when I was, oh shit. Oh, excuse my language. About 44. That's about the time I met my twin flame. Um, you know, for you, even though it's the wounded healer and he couldn't heal himself. The thing is as we get older, and no matter where that wound is, you know, we heal the more that we help other people heal. Okay. So, it's like those people, you hear about the counselors all the time that, especially in the larger cities where gangs are a big deal, or, um, you know, eh, people that, go to AA and are sponsors, for others, as soon as they get, there's a solidity in, um, in their sobriety, you know, the alcoholism would be the wound. Anyway, just examples. But, that sponsor and that person that turned to be a counselor for the gangbangers, they're actually helping themselves heal. Okay. Um, looks like somebody, like I said, I think if you go back and this person, these people, the people that I'm talking to, um, you know, uh, through his brash movement, because that's what Mars is, he just forges ahead, just like a young person would, sometimes, how young people move ahead without much thought. Stereotyping, that's general. I know it doesn't encompass all young people. So I think if you move more in healing other people's relationships, because I think you hurt people's relationships because you do not have a good idea of a good idea of who you are, because this is all about identity of self, and the seventh house came out, so it's like you're the that pain causes pain to other people. That's what the seventh house represents. And I think if you would go back and take responsibility, I am sorry. I am learning from this situation, you're going to be able to heal yourself by healing others. There's people out there that need an apology. I think we're going to use the herb crafters first, because I think with this being more of a gentle deck, I think that this is what I think this is the energy that this reading needs. Now, this still could be twin flames. This still could be lovers, about lovers or soulmates, or this could be just a reading for somebody who needs it. Give me a card. Tell me about this Mars. Tell me about this Mars. The five of Earth came out. Somebody's feeling left out. You know, it, and the thing is the corn dollar of fire. If you are getting more of an inspiration, the corn dollar is the healer. Fire, which Mars is a fire sign. You know, Once you get over the feeling of your own lack and feeling of left out in the cold, and which has hurt your personas, that hurt the wounded I am, I think you're going to start feeling a little better. But what do you want to say about this Mars? Yeah, the Fool, which represents Mars. Again, it's the beginning. It's the beginning of the journey. But it's just like, as the wheel in this deck, we have the astrology chart set up again, and dandelion is the flower of this. Dandelion is very good for healing the liver. It's a great detoxer. It's one of the first. Flowers that come up the season, depending on where you live. And there's more emphasis on the MC and the IC there, on the north and the south. So, I mean, it's like that. The IC is about what we keep private. That's the house. The MC is, your social standing. The great I ams. It's like, and with the Fool being upright, you're taking a risk. You feel that you're taking a risk with this healing, but there's a butterfly. There's a beautiful butterfly in this picture, which signifies transformation. And, the thing is Mars is the co-ruler of the 8th house, the Scorpio, which is the house of transformation. What else do you want us to know? We got the Ace of Fire. Came up upside down. And we have the Sun upside down. Yeah, there's a lot of fire here. There's a lot of passion. This is somebody that's starting their healing journey. And, this might be about father issues, since the Sun is upside down. St. John wort helps relieve depression. So it sort of tells us where the great I am got damaged. Is somebody becoming expecting and you're worried about your own father issues? And Mullen came out in the Ace of Fire. It's like it's about the inspiration. It's like, where the inspiration of where to move. Blessings in that movement. It's you're on your way. Mullen is good for bleeding issues. It's a very hardy plant. You might look at it as a weed. You would find it in hot spots. You might find it along the interstate. It grows in fields. and it has a very thick leaf and strong hairs that come out. This is somebody that's on their way of healing. This is a lot of masculine energy here. I think this is what your masculine is going through right now, my sisters. Yeah, and for Chiron, the madre of fire is time. Thyme. Time can be used. It's seasoning. It's good for beef, pork. Thyme sweetened honey. It gives everything a bite. It seems like the healing of this is going to come from the feminine and the magic that you can weave through your unconditional love and through your nurturance, not over nurturance. I'm not telling you to, because you can't heal this person. The thing is, but I think, this person has to do this themselves, because this is about me. This is about the first house. This is about the ram. I think if you do a little healing magic on him, and I'm not, you could even take a dandelion. It's like, it could be simple, something simple as taking a dandelion that's already has gone to seed, and it has the big white puffy, the big globe of seed, and you just blow on it and just send your love out, because we are talking about fire, sending out, and the air will help that inspiration, because these are people that you're not in union. And if you do talk to this person, but I don't think too many. I don't think that you are. This person is going in. They're only really thinking about themselves right now. They're sort of licking their wounds, But yeah, the Five of Fire. They're looking at the hurt that they caused, and and the Seven Fire came upside down. It's like, that's the Seven of Wands. That's protection. That's protecting what is yours, and it's upside down. And I don't think this gentleman, your masculine's hurting, my dear feminine. He doesn't know. He is not ready for you yet. Just to let you to know. But if you're doing your own work and you're surrendering to the idea that it might not be time, you're going to do him a lot of good. Is there anything else, Spirit, that you want us to know about the Chiron? Yeah, so we have the Ten of Fire with comfrey, which is really good about skin. The great I am. It's the first thing that we see, right? It's a very first house thing. And the Four of Air, the Four of, that would be the Four of Swords. And that's lavender. It's a great calmer. And it smells good. It's a sleep aid. It's good for the skin. Blow that out. The Ten of Fire, it's like he's, if this was upside down, I would say, that he's not putting the load down. He's not aware that he has a load, but that he's carrying this. But the thing is my dear feminine, he does know. He does know. And with just the Four of Air coming out, if when you blow that dandelion seeds or whatever you decide to send out in the wind, in the air to create your own little magic. Because that's what basically love is, where everything's about frequency and vibrations. That's what Tesla said. It's all about frequency and vibration. Nicholas Tesla. It's going to be a great balm to your man's soul, and it's going to aid in his healing, because it's like, even though he's not healing, and or excuse me, even though he is not ready to be in union, because remember, what's in your masculine's cup is pain of his own identity. Okay. uh you blow on that. The four of air is about resting, meditation. You do that for him, and you will do him great. You will do him great service. And and if you guys, if there's, and remember, this is just energy. The masculine and feminine is not about your biological sex. It's about the energy that you carry. Okay. And the thing is, and the reason why I'm saying that, because if you're one of those people that are just like, F my partner, F this and that, even if he is my twin flame or a high spiritual partner, blah, 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 you might want to check you and what's in your cup. Okay. Because, part of the journey is learning the unconditional love. Okay. This is beautiful. There's time here. There's going to take time. But the thing is the seventh house is out here for us. That's about relationship. That's about the commitment. Your man has, your masculine has some identity issues. So yeah, we got the seven of earth for the first house. So this is somebody that could have Taurus in the first house. Um, you know, plant the seed for that great oak. Oaks are almost eternal. There's oaks in the world that are like over 400, 500 years old. I want to see what that book is. Yeah, it's a book of magic. Because if you have an altar and you put it on your altar, or wherever you can keep an acorn in your pocket for abundance. You really can't eat them like you can a chestnut. And this is foliage. This is, like, again, it goes back to the mother. If we're speaking of time, of the triple goddess between the maiden, the mother, and the crone. This is the mother. Going back to the madre of time. I'm speaking to, there's an age gap in this twin flame. Um, in this twin flame, the feminine is older. Yeah, because he's having a hard time, um, the pressures of whatever the father might have put on him. With the sun being down, it's almost like the light has gone out. Like the light, that the sun is almost like on a cloudy day. But the thing is, if you send out that, those seeds of love, with your own breath, um, you know, he will be able to, it'll ease this burden, because comfrey's for the skin. You can make a poultice out of it. You can, use the comfrey, you can use all of the plant. And and that's why it is such a great healer. You can use the flowers, you can use the stems, you can use the root. Very good for poison ivy, to get rid of poison ivy. um it's like that will help him remember that the sun's not gone. It's just behind the clouds. It's just behind the clouds. It's this, this might be a time, even if the age gap, even if it's a younger female, to the feminine is younger than her masculine. The thing is that's just time. That's just it. And time's an illusion. We know this on this journey, right? And especially with the people that are watching me, you guys know the difference. That love is the only true reality. That the 3D is not all that it is, because the only truth is spirit. The only truth is love, the eternal, the universe, the power of the universe. So what I was saying, it's like, you've heard the old adage that, women, girls mature faster than men. So that's why time is irrelevant here. The age gap is irrelevant here. Okay, you have the power to do this for your masculine. And I want you to know, I know I said, I made the joke of the um time, sweet and honey. It's the Eagles, the band the Eagles, Seven Bridges. It's a beautiful song, a cappella, beautiful song. And there's the honey jar. It is a perfect time. Sweetened honey is the perfect balance between the bite and the sweetness. And you're helping him. You're bringing the sweetness as you send out those intentions, the seeds. Okay. um um for your gentleman, for the masculine. And it's going to give him rest, because look at it. They cultivated the lavender, which, it's almost like the sickle's overkill there, because all you really need is a pair of scissors, but what have you. But the thing is the person that harvested this is done with their work. It's time. They're probably sitting on the porch and smelling their hands, from cutting all the lavender. And the reason why I'm saying that is because their shoes are here, and so are their work gloves. I'm a gardener. I know what this card is saying. I know what time it is. They took a sprig and they're just sitting there and looking over the garden of the work that they did. Yeah, we have the Nine of Earth upside down, which is represented by the apple. And I just want you to know, when you cut an apple linear, you get a five. There's a five-pointed star, which sort of reminds me of Venus. Yeah, it's like your masculine doesn't think. One of the reasons is, I think, it's like things just haven't worked out for him. So that's what's causing him to have this great confliction of what his I am is. It's like he's doing the work, he's doing the work, and he's doing the work, and he keeps getting these bad apples. He feels that he just keeps getting these bad apples. Yeah, we got the coriander of air, rosemary. It's just like, he doesn't see any healing. As much as he sends out his intentions, as much as he sends out his, um, his words and his great I am, his mantras, the affirmations. It's just like he doesn't, Rosemary's a healer. Rosemary, um, this is it. Um, it's a very dense plant. It's very hard to get the medicine out. You you can boil it. It's very strong, very strong. Um, you know, but the cool thing about it is it's an antibacterial, it's an antifungal, it's an antiviral. It's like rosemary, it helps with cognition, it helps with clear thinking, it helps with memory. Uh, it's like he just doesn't see the healing yet. He just needs a little boost from you. He just needs a little boost from you. And the other card that came out is the Wheel of Fortune, the kitchen garden. Because, a lot of these, time, the 10 of fire, that's all kitchen. The 9 of earth. Look at that. That's all kitchen work. It's like it's after the harvest. And because if you send this out for him, um, and this is a 10. This is another, there's, the 10 of fire is here. We got 10-10. Okay. Um, so if that means anything to anybody, but you send that out in the Wheel of Fortune because, yeah, because I'm telling you right now, that's rosemary there. That's rosemary in this part of this wheel. You send that out to allow him to rest and ease his mind. You're going to do a lot of healing for him, sister. Because look, we got the chart again. There's a similarity here. There's a vibrational match here, between what your masculine is trying to do for himself and what you can do to help boost him. Because, sweeties, with the twins, the feminine twin, he can feel that. He can feel that. He needs a little boost from you right now. He will catch this because it will be a vibrational match for what he's trying to do. And the five of pentacles, they called earth on here, but the 5 of Pentacles is out again. And remember, it's like, I know people always read it as distress, um and feeling like you're out of the cold. And I know that I said this earlier, but the thing about this is, watch on the pentacle. There's a star here on this porch. In the original card, it's the two people that are together within this distress, and the sun, the light of the universe, the light of um you know of the mother and the father, the masculine and the feminine, the energy of creation is shining down on this, because he doesn't have a very good, this is the Hangman. He doesn't have a very good perspective of himself. He doesn't know which way to turn. The 8 of Cups, he's an emotionally, um he's in emotional turmoil. He doesn't know where to turn. But the 6 of Cups is here. you know um Borage. You can make tea out of it. Very fragrant. you know, you sending that out will give him an emotional, um, you'll give him emotional balance, so he can go in and be the hermit and get his job done. But he doesn't know which way to turn. And I think that's part of the thing. You send out those seeds of healing, out in the wind with your, it's like blowing him a kiss. You will be able to help him find his directions. And so you do have the Ten of Cups, and this is echinacea, three of air, and it came up upside down, so you can heal. Another antiviral. And then we have the Four of Wands, more air. So, and it'll help you get closer into healing. Looks like there's some juniper or elderberry there. Yeah, that's exactly what this is elderberry. You can make your own syrup out of that. Doesn't that look like an inviting place to be? And the red string there of connection. Yeah, because what you're doing is that prayer is going to be a hedge of protection over around him. That's what she's making. She's making a garden, a fence around her garden. Yeah, that's feminine. I, I, throw him a little seed. Throw him a little bit of a seed of intention. Um, let's get let's get the intuit for the twin flames, because this is a twin flame reading, especially with the sun being out here and the Madre of fire. It's almost, that's the queen. And with the seventh house being here, this is about relationships. So it's almost like the father of this person did not have a very clear idea of who your masculine it is. So, from that, your man, your masculine ended up with sort of a distorted vision of himself, which happens a lot, right? Because, I mean, we all do, right? That's why we're on this journey. Spirit, give us a card. Give us a card from this intuit of what, too many, of what you want the feminine to know. What do you want the feminine to know? This one stayed in my hand. It says telepathic messages. Sometimes I feel like you're speaking to me in my head. At times it triggers me because I wonder how much you can see into me. Yeah, sweetie. We get this card a lot, don't we? And it's a 9. It goes with the 9 of earth. He's going to catch you. Do you remember when I said about the same vibration and frequency? He's listening to music. That's what music is vibration, at its simplest form. You're going to be able to give him some balm to his, that's too many, some balm to his, to his, to his mind. Yeah, and he's saying, I can't validate our love into 3D until I understand our spiritual love into 3D. Give me time to explore this aspect so I can be a strong spiritual partner for you. And that's um, that's, that's what this is, because it's like, you know, he just has a distortion of himself. So he has to go back. He's starting, he doesn't, it's like the budding of realizing, with the Fool at the beginning of his spiritual journey. This is a gentleman that's just waking up to who he is, you know, and he loves you. He wants to be, he knows he's your spiritual partner. He knows that you guys have mission. He's not ready for you yet because he's trying to figure out who he is. And you can put that hedge of protection around him with your intentions. And it's saying union is an energy, not a physical construct. Even when we aren't together, I feel our union. And that's the thing. And I thought that was a fire at first, a flame, because doesn't that sort of look like a flame to you? But what it is it's like one of those orbs, optical illusion, where he's looking at something, but when you see the reflection, it turns it's upside down, sort of like a prism, right? um and that this is part of the union. This is you being in union with your masculine by you doing this, even though you're not together. This is being the empress. Okay? How beautiful. How beautiful. You have a chance to step up for your masculine here, my dear feminine. What angel? Angel, what angel would like to come out and speak to us? Oh, that was quick. We got Ambrielle, patron of psychics and students. Clarity, psychic protection. Oh, nice. Inspire curiosity, intellectual communication, aha moment. And this is going with the messages. We got a message card out here. It says, I clear mental fog and doubt and bring psychic insight to your awareness for spiritual and scholastic benefit. Satellite may and stay positive. And and that goes, with speaking in my head, psychic, inspire curiosity, psychic protection. That's what a hedge of protection is. You're helping this man by blowing your wishes out, by blowing your love out, by setting those seeds, the intentions. You're protecting his psyche. You're protecting the idea that he is a 5D masculine, and you're giving him clarity on it. And it's good because says intellectual. This is Gemini, which is represents the lovers, but it's Mercury in Gemini, which is the ruler of Gemini. Mercury was the only planet that could go between the worlds. That's why by you blowing air, Gemini's air, blowing it out, you're giving him clarity about who he is, and about, his messed up idea of his great I am. This is beautiful. This is, you're communicating to him by doing this telepathically, and he's going to pick up this. He's going to pick up this. Um, he's going to pick it up. He's going to, feel it. He's going to bring in that message. Okay? How beautiful. Look, and they're in a library, and there's just like all these little, I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like little fireflies, almost like how the dandelion seeds fly through the air. I'm guided to look at the bottom of this deck, which I usually don't do. And I definitely don't read these upside down. Oh, yeah. And the reason why, look at this. And we have another 10, Venus in Libra, which is the 7th house. How beautiful. Angel of unconditional forgiveness, loving encouragement, which exactly is what you're going to be given to him through the air. Mercy fights evil, non-judgmental, sees only inner innocence, which is the 5D. That is, our spiritual being is an inner innocence. Her name is Haziel. I raise your vibration through love and forgiveness and help you see the pure heart within yourself and others. Oh my Lord. And it's saying ask the angels, and that's exactly what you're doing. You're giving him loving encouragement. And by you doing this, it's going to fight the evil, the shadow of the 3D, the heaviness of the confusion that, we've all gone through. We've all gone through. So, how beautiful. Okay, so that's all I have. And this is quite a bit. This is quite a bit. He's gonna uh pick up your frequency of love here. Okay? So, all right, that's all I want to tell you. That's all we have. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for my new subscribers. I really appreciate it. If you would like a reading, you know how to get a hold of me below. It's robinseclecticnest@gmail.com. And don't forget to hit subscribe and please hit like. Get me out there. So, because I'm sure there's more people like us out there that are picking it up the way we are. Okay, sisters and brothers, thank you. Peace and shalom.